on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mike Fofo. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll have a first down past the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. Now look. Tight into the right. Go. Hey, we are. Hey. Got 4 down. Hey, watch the lineman. He's coming.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Taylor. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, it's Hunt, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden, it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Watch the twist.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Let's go now. Go to base. 3 butt.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Tighten up.
And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. Going for it all. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, man, open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd down and 11.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action with Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On first down, Bowman. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This time Taylor will throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Play action. It's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll run on first down. Austin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, it's Austin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run again with Coleman. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Mike, 45. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one complete to Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Set, ready. 18 data.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Check 15, check 15. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A give right side now to Hunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. is not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin, sir.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.